This is the interview show, the Uniweb's interview show.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, baby!
I
Donald
love it.
Johnson, thank you for joining me on Uniweb interview show. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, man. Old and good.
Cold?
Old,
Old.
not cold. I live in Ecuador.
That's right. It's good. Oh yeah, you are in Ecuador. How long have you been in Ecuador?
About 28 years.
20. Do you want me to call you Don or Donald?
I go by Don because I don't like the name Donald very good lately.
Lately, yeah, it's not the best name. All right, I'll call you.
Besides,
call
my
you
mother
Don.
called me Donald when she was mad at me.
Oh man. I mean, Donald Duck had it going good for so long, just to have it turn around like that. And I'll call you Don.
Yeah,
Don.
call me Don.
Don. So you've written a ton of books. You've been writing for 40 plus years, and you're a treasure hunter that lives in Ecuador, right, for the past 28 years. So there's so many. I mean, I have like a billion questions I want to ask you. Starting off, how did you get to what brought you to Ecuador?
It's a short story.
Okay.
I was working in the Caribbean with Mel Fisher and Bert Kilbride on a big project, and we lost in the federal courts on permission to recover. In fact, it's in one of my books, St. Croix, Platinum Shipwrecks. And I got a call from a neighbor who was an Ecuadorian citizen. And he said to me, "Do you want to go to Ecuador and find treasure?" And I said, "Yeah, why not?" Right? I mean, that's me. I pick up and go. And so I made connections into Ecuador, and I came here, and the place is full of treasure. And I asked people at Nova University in Fort Lauderdale, Dr. Robert Baer was his name, and I said, "What do you think of Ecuador?" He said, "Don, there's treasure everywhere." And I have documented 60 shipwrecks here over the year, and treasure in caves here. So
you walk around with the metal detector all day long?
metal detectors here don't work so good.
I'm just kidding. No, isn't that like where what's it called? The like City of Gold is? Isn't that Ecuador? Or am I wrong?
No, you're right. You know, the Aztec,
Yeah.
the Inca Indians had an empire here.
Okay.
With lots of gold, until Pizarro came to Peru from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a 80-year battle, but the gold has never been found. It's here. I know lots of people spend lots of millions of dollars looking for it.
Really?
Oh, hell. A lot of people died looking for that thing.
So have you been on some dangerous treasure hunts looking for gold?
Oh yeah. Everyone is dangerous because
Really?
people know I can't hide. I have blue eyes. I used to have blonde hair. And I look like a gringo because I am a gringo.
Right.
So when I'm in Ecuador and I'm in the newspaper from day one, the day I arrived, the newspapers met me at the plane. So I can't hide. Every place I go, people know this is over years. Anymore,
Right.
Nobody cares, I don't think. I'm old, DJ's harmless, you know.
Yeah.
No, so that there's always danger because you're handling gold,
Right.
or you're handling silver. or valuable artifacts. So everything has value on a shipwreck. Everything in a cave has value.
See, this is interesting to me because I've never talked to somebody who's actually gone on some like treasure hunts. I've only seen in movies, and they make it look really glamorous and obviously very dangerous in movies. And it seems like the most exciting thing you can do is go on like a treasure hunt. And you do this like every day, or
I've been doing it for 45 years.
you must be full of gold. How much do you have?
45
Lots
years.
of gold?
That's almost a minute.
Yeah.
I've got 23 books finished in the last 8 months. I've only been writing 8 months.
What?
Yeah, I've got 19 published.
You've written 23 books in the last 8 months?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Well, the books are easy.
Okay.
The editing is a little testy.
Right.
I call it a tad testy, but the publishing is easy. And I have the stories in my head, so I lived it. When you've lived it, it's easy to write the story if you can get the word flow, and if you have the patience to fill the page. That's all.
Yeah, I find so all these stories they're all nonfiction, or do you fictionalize them?
Well, you embellish.
Right, of course.
You have to embellish because you want people to think. There is a lot of romance to the treasure hunting. There's excitement, it's adventure and curiosity, and what are you going to find, and who's chasing you, and who's going to shoot you. Because
have you been shot at?
Huh?
Have you been shot at?
Oh yeah, several times.
Oh.
I was with an Ecuadorian diver in Esmeraldas, Ecuador, working on the San Cristobal shipwreck in about 100 foot of water, and he carried an M1 rifle, and we got in a gun battle because they thought we had gold on and we had a small boat, a Tiberoon they call it, 28 footer, So yeah, I've been in that. I was kidnapped in the Bahamas many years ago with Mel Fisher's gold because the captain of the ship was a rental, thought the gold was his. And it took us 3 days to convince him that it was Mel Fisher's gold. It wasn't ours and it wasn't his. And he finally surrendered rather than killing us. But when you're on the high sea, there's no 911,
Yeah, there's pirates out there too, right?
Yeah, we got them here all over the place. They go
How
for
do
the
you deal
shrimp
with pirates?
Yeah, they're after shrimp.
Oh.
Now, I was doing airlifting in the Gulf of Guayaquil on a big shipwreck, 2 shipwrecks, one on the other. And the pirates would come, and we'd give them beer and cigarettes, and they traded fish and oysters.
Huh.
So we had big guns on the boat anyway.
Yeah.
Don't leave the shore without a gun on your boat, or 2. Make sure the right people have the guns.
Yeah. Don't give them to the babies.
Yeah, you never know who's going to turn on you, But
Yeah.
no, I'm lucky to be alive for a lot of reasons. I have bad habits. I smoke. I drink. I carouse. I'm on my 5th wife. Come on.
That's
Well,
awesome.
everybody knows, so I get.
That's incredible. Yeah, and you said you're 80 years old, right?
Huh?
You said you're 80 years old, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been living a hell of a life, though. That's amazing.
Curiosity keeps me alive.
Yeah, well, it usually kills the cat, but obviously you've got more than 9 lives. Can you give? I want like a tip. What is your survival guide to staying alive while treasure hunting with people shooting at you. Like, how have you stayed alive this long?
Well, the longevity is an attitude, I believe. No, I believe I've lived, so I can almost say it, I guess. When I'm 90, I'll be able to say it, maybe. But no, I live, the day is the day, every day is the day. I talk to myself in the morning,
Yeah.
and I tell myself, you're going to have a good day, Donald. And I answer, okay, that's a good idea. And then we have a good day. Even if we have a bad day, we have a good day because we're alive and breathing. And I got a beer and I got a cigarette and food and a nice family, you know. And I got money. I'm not broke. I don't care if I sell a book or 10. I don't want to be a legacy. I prefer to be a legend. Legends are alive. Legacies are dead, you know. I like life. I guess is the way to put it. I don't know.
I've never heard that before. I like that, the legacy legend thing. I've never heard that before. And I talk a lot about legacy on here because one of the reasons I write is because I want to leave a legacy. But the idea of being a legend is, yeah, it's like it's a forever living thing. It's like its own entity.
It's nice to be alive and be a legend. It's wonderful to be a legacy, but you're dead, so you don't know. In case you know. You know, I wrote a book recently, The Reincarnation of Captain Kidd.
Uh-huh.
Now, the international press in Connecticut, many years ago, when I was working with Captain Kidd in Connecticut, published that I was the reincarnation of Captain Kidd. I don't know what promoted it, but they did serious.
Oh, wow.
And it stuck with me for years. Everybody called me Captain Kidd. I didn't like that, you know, very much.
Yeah.
But I still didn't live it down because people keep asking me, what do you think about this Captain Kidd guy? And I know a lot about Captain Kidd because I chased Captain Kidd for about 40 years, off and on, in Connecticut and into the Caribbean, where he went. But most of his travels were from Boston to New York. So I wrote the book. In fact, it's a free download this week, ebook. You could grab it. All you have to do is go to Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Donald Johnson, Dime Store Novelettes, and you get a free download on the reincarnation of Captain Kidd. Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it. It's a lot.
I'm gonna download it for sure when we get off here. I remember you telling me that. I'm going to promote that too for you because this interview won't go live today because that's awesome. I want to check it out.
Yeah, I can see. I got lots of books, man. I got books. I haven't got all my books, but here's Hitler.
You wrote a book about Hitler?
Huh?
You wrote a book about Hitler?
Shipwrecks of Ecuador. Here's my trip to Haiti. My many trips to Haiti, underwater
Hold
city.
it up a little bit more. Hold it up.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And, you know, here's black holes in the geosphere. That's where the magnetic fields are all goofy.
Yeah. Wow.
And Manila galleons, which nobody's ever found one. Except me in Baja California.
These are all personal accounts.
Huh?
These are all personal accounts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got people. It's everything's in my head.
Yeah.
It's more. See, I'm also an ecological nut.
Okay. That's cool.
And this is Earth Folks Forum, and I've got the Wizard's World Almanac.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I do them in Twitter and Facebook. This is the galleon we're working on right now, the last great galleon.
What's a galleon? I don't even know what a galleon is.
A galleon is a big ship with 64 big cannons.
Okay.
4 decks, 5 decks. This was a big one. I got coins from it. And I got the Inca, the Inca folks. And I got a lot of the books I don't have with me. Here's my
You said
first book.
23 books.
I wrote this book in 4 days.
Wow, that's
I'm not
amazing.
I'm not writing books for me, but I got a lot of, sharks, sea snakes, and shipwrecks. Just different stuff. Okefenokee Swamp, that's right up near you. Here's your book.
Okefenokee.
Okefenokee Swamp.
Yeah.
Spanish Gold. Right around the corner from Atlanta.
And you're writing all these because you want to be able to tell people all your accounts. So
I found gold here. A
yeah.
lot of gold.
Can you send me some?
It's an old plantation on the edge of the swamp. And two
Can you
Spanish
send me some of the? Can you send me some of the gold?
I hide it. It's under my pillow.
Come on, man.
You're more than
I want
welcome.
to go on a. I want to go on a treasure hunt, man.
Hey, if we get the investors, I've got investors in Norway,
Okay.
in England, but not enough to finish the Great Galleon. But we're moving on that direction because it's easy. We've got it located. It's not in deep water, and it's spitting out coins. But it's a lot of work to move the wood off the damn thing.
Yeah.
But I won't stop. Or I have a programmed head that I like to finish things.
I'd say so.
And no, I've got 5 books. I'm waiting for books coming, but it takes me 3 weeks to get a book out of Amazon
Yeah.
because of the shipping
Right.
and customs in Ecuador.
Do you do all your own covers and editing, or do you have?
Sure. We do
Yeah.
everything. In Ecuador, you have to do everything.
Yeah.
If you can't do it, learn how.
That's right.
This is like living. I don't know if you can picture this, but living in Ecuador is like living in the 50s in the States. And I've done both.
So you're well versed. You should.
They're both the same.
Yeah.
The mental attitude here and the way people behave in the financial situation is similar to the 50s in the United States. So I've already lived that in the States. So
Yeah.
living it here, I'm really enjoying it. I got this.
It's much nicer.
You know, I said, wow, this is nice.
Are you waiting for the 60s to roll around?
Huh?
Are you waiting for the 60s to roll around?
I don't think they'll ever make the 60s in Ecuador.
You don't think they'll make it there? No.
No, they like the 50s.
That's a
They're
shame,
happy.
right? Yeah. The 50s, that was like the Leave It to Beaver era. Right?
But my books are good because I don't use any vulgar language in my books. I use it on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
If somebody's shooting at me, I'm probably gonna cuss.
but I don't use one word that's foul language in any of my books because I want them available to kids from 6 to 96.
Yeah.
And they're using my books here in the schools in Ecuador, the private English schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the grammar's good, the vocabulary is large, but not
Yeah.
complicated. I keep it simple because it just makes sense. And the
Right.
kids like the stories, and they learn history and they learn geography. Kind of sneaky way to teach them, but
Hey, it took me so long to learn growing up. Like the way they taught us in school was such crap. Like, or at least for me, that I craved having something fun and interesting to read. And what you're writing sounds so interesting to me because you're like a modern day Indiana Jones type. Like,
yeah, they
I
call
mean,
me
going on these adventures and then writing about them. That's amazing.
the American Crocodile Dundee in the States.
There you go.
Yeah, and
Got a knife?
No, I used to dress like, you know, but
I know
now
I see the picture on Twitter. Your Twitter pic, is that your main profile picture?
I was in the middle of my prime time of physical life. I was in the early 40s, I think, in my age or somewhere around there. I lose track of uh, time in years. I think because I'm old, probably. Could be a little senile, a little bit, who knows. I take a lot of omega-3
There
and
you
it
go.
works. I
Yeah.
recommend it for every person living. And it's cheap. I get a bottle of omega-3, 100 pills, take 2 a day, and I get 2 months. It costs $10.
Yeah. It's great for brain health. Definitely.
Well,
And your joints too.
you know who recommended it to me was Sanjay Gupta, the
Sanjay.
doctor on CNN.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said omega-3, Don. And I said, got
Oh,
it.
you know him. You know him personally.
Oh yeah, I know most of these guys. It's not important. Uh, they more or less dismiss me today because I'm 80, and that gives me a challenge to make it so they can't dismiss me. Because once I have 30 books published
Yeah.
at age 80, yeah, I'll hit the Guinness Book of Records.
Really?
That's better than selling the books because I'm chasing Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin wrote a lot of books when he was
Did you
old.
really?
He was a little. It's he was in the silent movies.
Yeah.
You'd have to see it to believe what he was. But he's quite famous.
Oh, I know. Yeah. He's one of my favorite speeches he gave was from the movie The Great Dictator, that he wrote. I don't know. Have you seen The Great Dictator
No, I haven't.
by Charlie
Maybe
Chaplin?
I don't recall. But
It was like 1940.
I did a lot of old movies. Like John Wayne. I'm a John Wayne fan. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
like just his way. You know, in the movies. And it always impressed me. And when I was a kid, we'd 12 cents to the movies to watch Tarzan swing from tree to tree, Johnny
Yeah.
Weissmuller, those kind of things. But modern movies today, for me, they're a little too. Although, there's a cave in Ecuador, 3 caves in Ecuador
Hmm.
that are laser cut.
Okay.
I've been in them. I write on them. In fact, I'm writing on the one in the book I'm doing now. And I did a big TV show on that down here in Ecuador. I'm famous in South America. I'm
Yeah.
not famous in the States anymore. I'm famous in England, in South America, Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, I think, or Finland. But so I'm trying to, because I'm off grid. I'm way off grid here. You're the first interview I've given because I don't give interviews.
Really?
No,
Well, why'd you
No.
decide to come on with me?
I like I liked your style on Twitter.
Oh,
That's
really?
all. Yeah, you lit up my light bulb. I said this guy sounds good. So that's the only reason. I didn't
Hey,
know
man,
you.
I
I just
know.
felt good about you.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Thank you for saying that.
No, people, they want to roll me on something, or because as a treasure hunter, you're a pirate. You know, years back, Mel was accused of making counterfeit coins, out of gold, and we're always called scam artists
Huh.
because we take investment money
Right.
to do projects, and sometimes the projects don't pay, sometimes they do.
Yeah.
So I remember with the Etosha, we had all the treasure up, and the state of Florida seized it, took it to Tallahassee, inventory. and they held it and said it was theirs. And we went to court with another friend of mine, and we won in the Supreme Court. They gave a 3-day amnesty to the politicians in Florida to bring back the treasure that they were wearing on their neck. You know, people with gold coins and earrings and all that. Yeah, they grabbed everything. They give the people 3 days amnesty to go in the foyer in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
And put the treasure back because it belonged to Fisher. It belonged to Mel.
Yeah.
So most of it came back. But that's life. That's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a risk involved, right? I mean, but you said something a minute ago about how people dismiss you because of your age now, and I think that's so. I was thinking about this the other day, that how elders and cultures used to be so valued, because for any person to live past 40, 50, 60 years old was like, they're obviously doing so. They know something. They know a secret, and they know how to survive life. Which, you know, back in the early times, life was so dangerous. But like, you are living a life that is like full of excitement, adventure, like doing this amazing stuff. It kind of blows my mind that anybody would dismiss those stories, or you as a person, because like I'm like blown away. First off, I can't wait to read some of these books, but just by what you've done in your life, just from talking to you for like 20 minutes now.
No, they dismiss the person. They don't dismiss the books.
Right.
They like the books, but they dismiss the person because he's old or she's old. And it's the way of the world. Whereas sometimes the elders were not so good either, you know. I mean, I'm getting grumpy old guys, you know.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you respected them anyway. But in this day and age, now in Ecuador, the people lived the life, like I said, the 50s, where the respect for the elders here is solid and in contact, you know. But and the family unit here is the number one unit. As the base of Ecuador. Ecuador is a very peaceful country.
Yeah.
I've worked with the military here, great military to work with, on several projects, and always had a lot of fun with them. And they've always treated me with respect and dignity, and as same as the people.
Yeah.
When I get to the States, you know, people hit you and won't you. They don't. Oh, Don's doing crazy stuff again, you know. So it doesn't bother me. I talk about it because, you know, if the young people of the world were inspired and realized the value of a lot of the old people, just in knowledge and experience, would benefit the young dramatically, because the young have motivation and energy. With a little knowledge, early knowledge and experience, maybe wisdom early, good things could happen for the world, you know.
Yeah. But I truly believe that 100%. That's why these interviews are so important to me.
No, the world is yours, not mine anymore. That's the way I look at it, because but what I can give to you may help you to help the world that you're going to have in control of you, because you're facing climate change, and believe me, it's real. The islands, some of the islands I don't know if I talked about here, are disappearing. Islands I walked on 2 years ago are gone.
Huh.
Because the Antarctic is melting faster than anybody realized, and it flies up to Ecuador on the Humboldt Current.
Yeah.
So we get an overflow, and we get much higher tides now. I have a tidal estuary in my front yard here where I live. I live in a big house. This house is big.
Yeah.
It's just cheap, but it's big.
Yeah.
I got 5 bedrooms here. Then me and my wife and one son is here.
Oh,
And
nice.
my dog Bubba. But the water is coming higher. In Miami, they've had to raise the roads. South Beach, high tide, you got fish in the streets.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
insane.
St. James Parish in Louisiana, in the bayou,
Yeah.
it's gone.
Hmm.
People deny it's gone. You know, and the president, I know the president, I don't do politics. I don't say one way or the other, but on climate change, I don't agree with the president that's sitting today because I think he's dead wrong. But it won't affect me because I'll be dead. But it will affect you
Yeah.
because you're young, or my wife is young. All my children, I've got 16 children. So you
Wow.
know,
16 kids?
oh yeah, good grandkids, great grandkids, all kinds of family.
Nice.
Well,
They all know how to swim, I hope.
treasure hunting is marriages don't last long.
Right.
This one did. We've been 27 years married now.
Wow. Congratulations.
Well,
Fifth
yeah,
time's the charm, right?
but she tolerates a treasure hunter.
Hmm.
Imagine living with a treasure hunter. You don't know what's next,
Yeah.
and that's true. Because the people that do things like I do are not predictable. They're predictable on behavior, but on activity, you don't know. Because I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be in Chicago tomorrow, you know. But I talk a lot.
It's good.
But
You have a lot to say.
I spend a lot of time alone.
Yeah. But you have a lot. You've obviously you have so much experience and knowledge to give. I mean, that's why I'm sure those books are coming out of you. You know, you've written 23 in 8 months. What
I like to share if a little bit of knowledge rubs off on somebody or shared with somebody, it might help them.
Yeah.
That's a clue. It's the name of the game isn't to cut somebody's throat. It's to help them out so that they don't get their throat cut. You know.
That's my belief as well, man. I think we all have these stories that we can help share with other people, and then they can grow.
Make the world make it a better place for everybody. You know, we're all stuck here. You know, what's his name? Tesla. Elon wants to go to Mars, and Mars is just a frozen rock.
Right. Yeah.
You're not going to find any palm trees. You know. So you're going to leave this green, beautiful place to go live on Mars on a frozen rock. Worried about, your air and your water, maybe, to drill holes in Mars and find gold or something. You know.
Yeah.
That's an expensive treasure hunt.
It is. Well, he's paying for it, I guess. So it's all right.
I wouldn't go on that one.
No, that's the one place you wouldn't go. It's Mars.
No, I'm not going to volunteer for Elon or the guy that wants to do the space dippos there.
What would you say one of your fondest memories are of the treasure hunts you've been on?
Huh?
What would you say the fondest memory you have is in the past 40 plus years of treasure hunting?
The best moment was finding La Capitana here in Ecuador.
Okay.
Just finding it.
What's that?
It's 2 hours from here by car.
Uh-huh.
And 20 minutes by boat. Then you're on it.
What is it?
It's the biggest shipwreck ever. The biggest treasure shipwreck ever in all the colonial period.
And you found it?
Yeah, we found it the second time.
So it was a huge.
It was
huge
found
one.
before, but it was not really found. It was found by somebody buying coins off an old friend of mine, another guy in his 80s, Vincente Perales. We got together after the scammers left, and Vincente and I went out and found it. And he does the Lagastinos. He's a Lagostino fisherman. Not anymore. He's 85, I think. But he still dives. I still dive.
Mm-hmm.
Diving's all right. There's no exertion there. No danger of anything that I can think of. But no, finding the Capitana is the big one. That's why I wrote a book about it. It's quite a book, The Last Great Galleon.
Yeah, right.
And I hope in the next year that I can bring it up. We're talking billions of dollars here. We're not talking millions, billions.
Billions of dollars worth.
Oh, yeah, but when you work with governments, and different governments and different militaries, it's a delicate. You're a civilian.
Yeah.
They get guns, you know.
Yeah.
They're on your boat with you. So you have to have some real rock solid international agreements that follow something under the UN Charter. You know, that's the side of treasure hunting I don't enjoy, because that's the detail paperwork stuff. But you have to do it to protect the treasure. But we'll get there. We'll get there because my people in Norway are ready. And the big Norwegians, when they come, that's fun, man.
Yeah.
You tow them on a rope, the divers, with a knife in their teeth, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me show you.
Okay.
I think I have up here somewhere. Maybe somewhere. I don't know if you can see it. They're real dusty. But here's my partner from Norway. It's kind of dusty. Can you see him?
Yeah, I can.
Anton Smith is his name.
Anton Smith. Sharing a beer together.
Yeah, can you imagine a guy, a Norwegian named Smith? I don't know.
Yeah, right?
No, he's definitely Norwegian. He sent me a picture of his house just with the smokestack sticking out under the snow yesterday.
Wow.
I was going to post it today. But it's just fun. If you're not having fun, you're not having life. You know,
that's so true, man. I just talked about that. I just recorded something about that. If you're doing stuff that's making you miserable, stop. Like, we're not meant to be on this earth running around just like enduring life. We're supposed to be enjoying it.
God invented fun also.
That's right.
If you believe in God, you know, or whoever your God is. But I always say that to people. I say, you know, it's a good idea to have fun. God invented that too. He didn't invent work. We created work for ourselves because we wanted to live better. But he did invent fun and happy and nice. And then some other guy invented bad, liars, and other things. You know.
Right.
But that's the way I pass it. But no, the old people should help the young people, and the young people should help the old people.
I agree.
That way that everybody's holding hands. But the old people should not be a burden to the young people, and the young people should not be a burden to the old people either. So it's a burden situation, I understand, in the United States, because, I got to take care of my old grandmother, you know, and she's grumpy, you know, wow. But if she was doing something happy, she wouldn't be grumpy.
Yes, that's right. I think that we've spent so long doing things that make us miserable throughout our lives that by the time we get to old age, everyone's just ready to sit the hell down and like relax. not have to do something there, you know, because it's like you just live a miserable life for so long, you're ready to just be done with it. But like you've been living a life of fun and enjoyment and excitement, and you just want to keep living it.
Yeah, I don't dwell on the bad days. I relish the good days.
Yeah.
And I look for the good days and ignore the bad days because you're going to have them. Because life is this, you know, it's up and down. But if I wasn't doing this, I don't know what the hell I'd be doing. Probably getting dead, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that idea. I'm not ready.
No.
I still have things to do, you know. But see, I'm not profit motivated.
Right.
Maybe that's something that helps me because I don't care if people buy my books. But I know when I'm dead, my wife and family and my other kids, they'll make a lot of money with my books because I won't write anymore. I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then they become valuable.
Right.
Once an author is dead, you know, Mark Twain wasn't so hot when Mark Twain was writing his books. But today, Mark Twain's books, people want them.
Yeah.
And if you can get an original, whoa, you got something special. Or O. Henry, or even, what was his name? The Old Man of the Sea, Hemingway. You look at Hemingway with his six-toed cats living in Key West, you know, running to the bulls. He had a life.
Yeah.
But he got sugar diabetes and all kinds of ailments.
Being an alcoholic.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
This way, you know. But that's not nice.
No.
Because he had nothing left to do or nothing left to live for. Because he couldn't have his whiskey.
Yep.
Well, I can live without my whiskey if I'm having fun.
Yeah.
In other words, whiskey isn't going to give me fun. It might give me a good time, but I got to create and have my own fun. You know, I talk too much, man.
No, man, that's wonderful. I've been on the same wavelength that you're talking about. That's the wavelength that I've been on recently. Is that it's my responsibility to create the kind of life I want to live. It's nobody else's responsibility. It's not a drug or a drink's responsibility to make me happy. It's my responsibility to do things that light me up.
It's real true because I create my fun every day.
Yeah. You've been doing it for 80 years. You've been creating fun for yourself.
Well, I'm a self-starter.
Yeah.
And I am trustable that I will, if I say I'm going to do something, you don't have to follow me. I'm going to go do it.
Mm.
But I learned that from my dad because he was a self-starter also. And he was a first generation American from Sweden. My mother's family came over on the Mayflower. So, you know, my mother married my father, who was a first generation American, Swede, and my mother's family founded Brown University and Mott's Apple Juice and all that other junk. But they got along well for many years until late in life, and then they divorced, you know, because they had nothing else to do.
Right.
The kids were grown. What do you do?
Yeah.
Buy a dog.
No.
I got my dog Bubba now.
Yeah.
And one of my sons still lives with me here. Two of the boys from here, I got three sons here. Two are in Brazil right now.
Uh-huh.
Trying to conquer the world, you know.
Yeah.
And you let them go, conquer the world. And then they come back, you know. That's why I keep the big house, because you don't know what day, knock on the door. I'm back, Dad, you know.
Yeah.
Always keep a door open for your children, you know. I believe in that.
Yeah.
I don't shrink down to one room and say, I got no room here.
Yeah.
If I got a place, I got plenty of room, you know. But
That's living an open life, man. That's inspirational because yeah, you're living a life that remains open to obviously your loved ones, but to everybody else.
yeah, you have to take it. If you don't do for you and count on others to do for you, then what are you doing? Doing? What are you doing? You're doing nothing. You know,
Yeah,
I I don't walk good. You know, I'm gimpy. I don't see good. I'm blind in one eye, and the other eye is just kind of what it is. Uh, and I don't hear good out of one ear. And I got broke bones. You know, stuff. Broke my back on a boat a few years ago. But I still go to the to the mall, see my friend, drink a beer, run around, play with the books, take pictures, you know, with different
yeah.
people. Yeah, I was doing a mariachi party when I published book number 20.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got 23 books finished, and I've got 20, 21, 22, and 23 waiting for my editor, who's my brother-in-law, David.
Yeah,
But my wife wants to have a mariachi party on the 20th book,
yeah.
and we'll have a big blast here. And then I put in Twitter, I said, we're going to have a mariachi party with the mariachis wearing kilts and playing bagpipes.
Hell yeah. Scottish style. That's it, man.
Well, you got to have a little fun, you know.
Yeah.
It made people smile, and they said, a
I want to
mariachi?
come.
Huh?
I want to come. I need to get a plane ticket to Ecuador, man. That sounds all. I want to party. That sounds like a lot of fun.
No, this Ecuador's open. Got plenty of room.
Yeah.
When I start taking up the shipwreck, you want to come down and take a look at that thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because I won't invite many people. But special
Yeah.
people, you know. Like I said, I like what you do. So
Thank you, man.
that's why I talk.
You- I wish I could talk to you like all day long. I want to have like a call with you every week and talk. Honest to God, you're who I want to be. I want to live my life the way you've lived your life, like going after the adventure and the fun and just having this amazingly fulfilled life. It's an inspiration. It really is.
Yeah, but it's not easy
No.
because you have to be you have to have karma and destiny in your life, and then you have to be a self-motivated, self-starter. But then that becomes habit.
Yeah.
Like anything, you do something 7 days, it's habit.
Yeah.
It's like my cigarettes, you know. I could stop smoking, but I don't want to. I still like smoking, but I don't recommend other people smoke
Right.
because it's bad for your health. I know it is. But I'm 80 years, almost 81, and I haven't had any health problems regarding smoking.
When's your birthday?
Huh?
When's your birthday?
November. I was born on Thanksgiving.
Hey. Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, my mother called me a turkey, you know, because I came on Thanksgiving. Once every 4 years it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah. My family calls me a hot dog.
Hmm?
My family calls me a hot dog.
A what?
A hot dog.
Yeah. When's your 4th of July?
That's right. No, March. I'm in March.
Oh, March.
But I like to show off, so
Yeah. Be a hot dog. There's nothing wrong with that.
that's right.
When I was young, I'm an introvert
Yeah.
by nature, very private person, but
Yeah.
by lifestyle, I'm an extrovert. So I mean, I'm two different personalities, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
But hell, be a hot dog. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Shine in the sun. Yeah, shine
That's
in
it.
the sun while you're
Yeah.
young. Do it while you're young. Don't miss out because when the time passes very, very fast, and before you know it, you're old. you know, people say, how did I get here from here that fast? You just get there.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Well, I still feel young in my head, but old in my body, but I ignore my body. I just say, I tell my body, shut up, leave me alone. And
Oh,
because I
man.
want to do things.
Yeah.
But sometimes I get achy, you know, but it's normal because as you age, things don't work so good as they used to. They still work, but they don't work so good. So you have to adjust the way.
Yeah.
Because people say, how come you can write so many books so quick? And you must be a dynamite. No, I say, no, I do it easy. I think I'm going slow. Because I just mellowed into it.
Yeah.
I didn't hot dog into it. I did. My hot dog days are gone. But still, at the mariachi part, I danced New Year's with my wife. We danced all night. Boy, did I feel terrible the next day. Drank a lot of beer and danced, and then my legs, oh, they really, I had to take a lot of medicine the next day. But I'm good, man. I'll let you go, I guess.
Well, Don, like I said, man, you're like my hero now. I
No,
I
I'm
hope
nothing.
I hope that we can stay in touch.
Hey, you're in my Skype now. I watch. I see you on Twitter. I'm a Twitter nut.
It's fun. It's fun.
No, I think Twitter is a useful tool.
Yep.
The folks that get into the politics and religion in Twitter are not brilliant by any stretch. I don't call them bad. I just say not brilliant.
Yeah.
Uh, but if you're going to bob and weave around the crazies, there's a lot of good people. You know, Sheila Patel. She wrote Magic Vodka Wardrobe. You ought to talk to her someday.
I don't
She
know if I'm
writes,
connected to her.
huh?
I don't know if I'm connected with her.
I'll tell her to connect with you.
Okay.
But she writes, and she's from India, but she's it lives in Liverpool,
Uh-huh.
so she's an English citizen now for many years. But she writes comedy, and she has a Benny Hill style of comedy or the Mr.
Yeah.
Bean type of comedy.
Yeah.
It's great, and she helped me get started on the books. She said, "You can do it, Don." I said, "You think so?" Because before I was going to do it with Amazon and CreateSpace, and they told me, "Well, give us $5,000 and we'll get started." And I said, "Were you crazy?" You know. So I
Yeah.
did it. I took Sheila's advice, and we've been connected ever since.
Yeah.
And she has a copyright set up in Liverpool, so I copyright my books in Liverpool, because a copyright in Ecuador would be and doing it in the States would be a nightmare. So and we're very close, but her books are excellent, and she has a sense of humor that you'd really appreciate.
Yeah. I'd love to talk to her.
Yeah, she's cool. She's well liked. She's well loved in the Twitter community,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of fun together. But I like you, man. You're cool.
Oh, thanks,
I think,
man.
yeah.
I like you. Would
I'm
you
not
would
cool
you care?
anymore.
You're super cool, man. You're like the coolest dude I know. You're a freaking treasure hunter. Would you tell everybody to subscribe to the Uniweb production channel?
Huh?
Will you tell everybody to subscribe to the channel so they can watch your interview and stuff?
No, no. I just I stay away from the. I gotta do the press. I gotta do the press here for the mariachi thing.
No, tell people to subscribe to my channel.
Oh,
Tell people to
no,
watch me.
no. The whole community needs guys like you. You're important,
Yes.
man. You're the voice. You're the
Yeah.
voice. Be the voice. I'll promote you. It's a solid interview for me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
I promote every day
I see
because
that.
the every day of promotion, and I get 19,000 followers on Twitter,
I know.
and I got 5,000 in Facebook. That's a limit.
Yeah.
Uh, and but my followers, when I send something out, they retweet it all over. So you grow.
Yeah.
You grow your audience with good people. And I try and help everybody, man. Uh, I don't find anybody distasteful except once in a while you get a clown, and they
Yeah.
telling you what to do or something. Don't tell me what to do. Ask me and I'll do anything. I won't do nothing.
That's right.
That's
Well,
that's
thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate you and your time.
all right. Now I gotta go. Now
Well,
I have to go.
Okay. Thank you so much. Please stay connected. I'll talk to you on Twitter.
Yeah, yeah. I'm there every day because I took that responsibility when I joined Twitter and Facebook. I knew it was something that I had to take care of every day,
Yeah.
some part of the day. So I don't miss a day because that's part of being responsible. You're responsible to a system that you joined, but if you're not consistent, you soon die.
Yeah.
Things that don't grow die.
Absolutely.
So your audience has to grow. It sounds silly, but I mean, it keeps you want it to grow, and then clean itself and grow and clean itself because they get the nutcakes out, and most of the nutcakes leave
Yeah.
because they don't like me telling people that everybody should be nice to everybody. I love it. And the nutcakes don't like that, so they
No.
they unfollow me. That's good. They're going,
Yeah.
but
See you later.
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank
Wish
you.
I'd shake hands with you, but I can't. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I got it. Good luck.
Donald Johnson, thanks so much for your time.
Yep. My love to your family. I don't know them, but tell them I care.
I will. And hey, and same to you. Love to your family as well. From me.
Okay, then. Have fun. How do I turn
Thanks,
this
brother.
off? Okay.
Yo, let me ask you a question. You like this video? Huh? Huh? You like it? Was it good? Was it good? If you did like it, please subscribe. Thanks.